Hello, guys, welcome to my bookshelf tour. So, this is my bookshelf, and we'll be exploring its contents in a few videos gradually. I done a bookshelf tour earlier on Instagram, but a lot has been updated since then. Today, I'll be showing you guys the first two shelves from the above. Now, this one isn't actually a shelf, but it has a stack of books on it due to the lack of space on my shelf. So, let's begin with the decorative stuff on the topmost shelf. First up, we have this bottle with fairy lights, and it was bought from a local vendor and was a gift for me on my birthday. Pretty, isn't it? Moving forward, we have this Shimmer Lamp, which was again bought from a local store, and I'll try to link similar products down in the description box below. Next is this rainbow unicorn lamp that changes colors gradually according to the 7 colors of the rainbow. The light it emits is really ambient and soft. Moving forward, we also have this unicorn alarm clock with a pencil stand attached, but instead of the pencils, I kept some flowers in it instead. Finally, let's begin with the stack of books on the topmost shelf. First up is Confessions of a Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsella. This was a giveaway win by a second hand bookstore called Kharido Becho Books. Next up, we have a copy of the book Doctor Who Wet World. It is a hardcover edition and it was gifted to me, and I read it long ago. I don't remember much about it though, and yeah, it's a hardcover, it's really pretty. Next up, we have The Politics by Aristotle, and this is translated from Greek by A.M. William Ellis. Next is The Hunger Games. It is a very famous book series, and let me know if you've read it. Let me know in the comment section below. I still haven't read the first part of the book, but I'm really looking forward to reading it, and we'll read it soon. Next up is Big Nate Laugh-O-Rama. I haven't read the Big Nate series, but I ended up buying the Laugh-O-Rama because it has fun activities. And next up is this graphic novel called Smile, and it's so entertaining. Me and my younger sibling really enjoyed reading this book, and it was bought from a book fair, and it was a completely random buy. Next up is a giveaway win by HarperCollins, and it explores the India and US politics over the years and how their relations have been over a lot of years. Next up is the yearbook by Scholastic. This was the 2020 edition, and it has beautiful and colorful illustrations inside, and it is an absolutely creative read. Next up is a hardcover edition of Girls in Tears, and this was also a gift from a friend of mine, and it's an old copy. It has those old brown pages which smell really good. Next up, we have a really popular book called It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. I am not reviewing books right now because this bookshelf tour, but I really did not enjoy this book as much, and I think it really wasn't necessary. And next up, we have a set of Tinkle books and Tinkle comics. It really is an integral part of my reading journey, and this is Nasiruddin Hoja, and it has beautiful graphics inside. And I have two books of Nasiruddin Hoja, 2 or 3, I guess, 2, yes. Then also my favorite, Supandi, from Hired to Fired, and Supandi, The Laughter Never Ends. And we have this Folktales series, Folktales of Europe and Folktales of China, and two Amar Chitra Katha books as well. And next up we have Like a Girl, which was also a giveaway win by Sonali Bendre's book club. None of this is associated or sponsored by these organizations. It's just that I won a giveaway, so I just wanted to mention the name. And this book has beautiful illustrations and is a must read, and it speaks about empowering Indian women who are an inspiration for the generations to come. Now let's move to the next shelf, which has another array of books. We just covered this stack of books. Now we'll be moving forward to these books, and as you can see, we also have a small decorative item here. These are actually candles, again locally store bought, and these are candles in small shells. I never actually light them up because there's really small amount of wax in it, so this is just for decorative purposes. Now I think we should begin with the books in this shelf, and the first book here is an anthology I was published in, which is known as Walk in Night with a Light Mind, and this was compiled by the Opus Colosseum and Organizations for Budding Writers. Next up is this Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. These are all 16 books, except for the latest part, which I haven't bought yet. And some of them are in hardcovers, but some of them are in paperback. And here it is. Let's have a closer look. These are all 16 books, main books, not the activities ones. Next up, we have this beautiful edition of Jane Austen books by Fingerprint Publishing, which I ordered off Amazon. The first book is Emma, which has beautiful cover. All of the covers are really pretty. First is Emma by Jane Austen, then Mansfield Park. I've only read Pride and Prejudice because I have a really hard time coping up with her writing style, and maybe because I'm a non-native English speaker, it makes it a little more hard to grasp her writing style. I've only read Pride and Prejudice, and I really think that her sentences are very long, and that kind of makes me lose interest really quickly. But I'm trying. Have you read any Jane Austen books? Let me know in the comments below. And also, if you have any tips on how to read classics on the whole, let me know. The final book in this box set is Persuasion, and this also has a very beautiful cover. Next up, we have Men Without Women by Haruki Murakami. I have not read this book yet, and it is a recent buy. It is in my book haul video, which if you haven't watched yet, you can go and check it out. Next up is this Percy Jackson box set with no, actually this isn't a box set. This was individually collected. First up is the Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, then Sea of Monsters, and the Titan's Curse, and the Battle of Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. I've read the series and really enjoyed it, so you can also check it out. Next up is this heartbreaking read, The Boy in Striped Pajamas, and this is a guaranteed emotional read, and this will definitely make you cry. And next up is this beautiful book called On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Wong. I don't think the camera is able to capture it, but this silver writing, it reflects light beautifully. And yeah, no, the camera isn't exactly focusing on it, but the cover is absolutely gorgeous. And next up is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, an absolute classic by this author, and I've read it and I really enjoyed it. It was heartbreaking, but I really liked it. Next up is Looking for Alaska, again by the same author, John Green. I haven't read it yet, but look forward to reading it soon. Let me know if you've read it. Next is another book by John Green called Paper Towns. The cover of this book is rather textured and is, I don't know, it's a very unique texture. I still haven't read this book. There are lots of books on my TBR, honestly. Next up is Agatha Christie's The Murder on the Orient Express and Five Little Pigs. Both of these are Hercule Poirot mysteries, and I really enjoyed them. I read both. I found the Five Little Pigs more intriguing rather than The Murder on the Orient Express, but nonetheless, I enjoyed both of them. Next up is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I'm not sure that I'm pronouncing that right, and I apologize for that, but I'd read this book long ago and I really liked it. Next up is Tuesdays with Maury by Mitch Albom, and this book was really, really insightful and I liked the book a lot. Next is Birthday Girl by Haruki Murakami, my only Murakami book that I've read. Next is We Should All Be Feminists. Now, this was all for today. Stay tuned for more upcoming parts of the bookshelf tour. I hope you enjoyed this one, and there are many more books to explore in the upcoming shelves. This was just a start, and I really, really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please do like, share, subscribe, comment, and let me know your views. You can also follow me on my Instagram at the rate lost.in.prose, and stay tuned with me for further videos. Bye.